been like during football season, and everybody knows what that means. That means I have to have my power rankings. We love to rank stuff at this time of the show. And so the Week 11 Power Rankings are brought to you today by SoFi. Get your money right. Before I get into it, she is the lovely Michelle Smallman.
Angry today.
Yeah.
Not so
Jeez.
lovely. Angry today.
Yeah. The marathon continues. He is the Ocho, Evan Cohen.
Number 8.
In parts of South Florida unknown. And I am the resident Super Bowl champ. Pat Costello, let's get into it.
Number 5.
The Indianapolis Colts. Running back Jonathan Taylor is on pace for 2,400 yards from scrimmage and 29 touchdowns. That's an MVP caliber season, boys and girls. I'm sure if you know, pretty good at football. Currently, the Colts are in pole position to be the number 1 seed in the AFC, but it won't be easy staying there as the Colts have the second toughest remaining strength of schedule in the NFL behind the Denver Broncos. What should help the cause is the addition of Sauce Gardner along with getting back a healthy Travarius Ward. Lou Anarumo, their defensive coordinator, played a ton of man coverage, 15% more man coverage on Sunday against the Atlanta Falcons than their season average. That will create more opportunities for disruption in the passing game. The Indianapolis Colts checking in at number 5 on the Week 11 Power Rankings.
You talk about the tough schedule that they have coming up, CC. Next game at Kansas City.
Yikes.
Going into Arrowhead, that's going to be a very good game.
Bigger game for the Colts or the Chiefs?
I would say the Chiefs based on the division and their standings in it, but I ultimately will say the Colts because the Chiefs have been there, done that. They have that muscle memory. They know how to get it done this time of the year, where we're still wondering if the Colts have what it takes, if Daniel Jones has what it takes.
Cop-out answer to that question, but I think it's fair. Statement opportunity for the Colts, mathematical opportunity for the Chiefs.
Yeah, there you go.
The Chiefs just need to find themselves into the top 7 at this point, and then who cares after that? They'll be fine. But you can't be 8 and win the Super Bowl. I'm reporting that first, right here on a
Wow, breaking news.
Nobody. Although I still may pick them if they're on the outside looking in.
Oh my God, here we go with that. Next,
Number 4.
the Philadelphia Eagles. They haven't come close to playing their best ball, and they're tied for the best record in the conference. Nick Sirianni is 5-0 coming off a bye week, which means if they can grab the number 1 seed, we can pencil them into the NFC Championship game. The Eagles are 32-12, including playoffs in one-score games under Nick Sirianni. That's the best win percentage in one-score games by any head coach in NFL history. General Manager Howie Roseman also didn't have to wait long for the dividends from the Jalen Phillips trade with the Miami Dolphins. Last night against the Green Bay Packers in Lambeau Field, Phillips had 6 tackles, a fumble recovery, a tackle for loss, 2 quarterback hits, and 4 pressures. Is that good, y'all? Sounds pretty good. Jordan Love was 0-3 passing with a sack on those plays where Jalen Phillips had those pressures. The Eagles currently have a 96% chance to win the NFC East, and they have the second best chance to get the number 1 seed in the NFC behind the LA Rams. The Philadelphia Eagles 4th on my power rankings.
Yeah, I think you probably could have even gone higher with them, and I think what they've done is they've withstood all of the drama, at least so far. A.J. Brown certainly didn't do much last night for the Philadelphia Eagles, but they find ways of winning. I know that's cliche, but when you win 10-7 on the road in Green Bay on Monday Night Football, that is the definition of finding a way to win, and that's what Philadelphia now does. And you have them at 4, so I appreciate them in the top 5. I'm interested 3-2-1 because I think there's an argument that Philly could have even been higher.
All right, well, I can't wait to hear you make the case because I feel pretty good about the top 3 teams in my power rankings. Next,
Number 3.
the New England Patriots. Hell of a win in Week 10 on the road in Tampa. The most impressive part was the situational awareness that they displayed as a team. Goal-to-goal down before throwing a touchdown pass on 4th down, then bookending halftime with touchdown scores, a huge breakaway run from TreVeyon Henderson coming out of the break. And then, of course, TreVeyon Henderson's breakaway touchdown to close the game. He was looking over to check with Mike Vrabel on whether or not he should score when he was pulling away from the defense. I gotta say, y'all, to have that type of awareness is absolutely incredible, and it's displayed throughout the entirety of the team. The New England Patriots, it's not a coincidence that they've won 7 straight games, which is tied for the Broncos with the longest active streak in the NFL, and it's the longest by the Patriots organization since they won 7 straight in 2021. They're 5-0 on the road this season, one of 2 teams that are undefeated on the road. The other team is the Seattle Seahawks. The defense for the Patriots leads the league in stopping the run. The offense is second in explosive plays, which is plays of 20 yards or more. And Drake May is currently the odds-on favorite to win MVP. The New England Patriots checking in at 3 on my Week 11 power rankings.
When we try to determine how we feel about teams heading into the postseason, what's one of the first things we default to? How much we trust the head coach quarterback duo. Drake May and Mike Vrabel pretty high on that list.
It just goes to show you it doesn't take you long to get it turned around if you nail head coach and quarterback. That's what this league is telling you. That's what this Patriots team is telling you. You nail head coach and quarterback, you don't have to go through a multi-year rebuild. It just takes 1 year.
Easier said than done. Hard
to do, more art than science, but when you do it, you got something good.
That's right.
For a really long time. Next.
Number 2.
The LA Rams.
Ugh.
Matthew Stafford became the first quarterback in NFL history with 4 passing touchdowns and 0 interceptions in 3 straight games. The Rams have won as they host the Seahawks in what feels like a measuring stick game for both teams. It could very well decide who has the inside track to win the division and the number 1 seed in the NFC. The LA Rams checking in at number 2 on my Week 11 power rankings.
Well, Smalls gave an so go ahead, Smalls. We heard the audible
It's just a bad day for me. The Packers lose in embarrassing fashion last night at Lambeau. The Rams are awesome. They definitely deserve to be this high in the power rankings. I'm interested to see who's above them because the Rams are a team, as Evan has said, has been hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
They're only getting better as the season goes on, and that is a very bad thing for me.
Thankful of respect for what the Rams are doing. Did not think Matt Stafford's back would be able to hold up the way that it has, but this dude has been money. 25 passing touchdowns. He's got the numbers to prove it. He might be putting together his best regular season that he's ever had, which is insane. But there can only be one number 1 in my power rankings, and it ain't the Rams. But
Number
Pat Costello, we got the Seattle Seahawks.
Ooh.
The best team in the NFL, and no one wants to admit it. 13-4 in their last 17 games. Sunday's win against the Cards marks their 4th win this season without trailing during the game. Tied for the most in the NFL with the Colts. Sunday was also the 3rd time this season scoring 30-plus points in the first half. Tied for the most opening halves with 30-plus points in a season since the merger in 1970. Offensively, the Seahawks lead the league in explosive plays. Darnold leads the league in QBR, and JSN is on pace to break Calvin Johnson's single-season record for receiving yards. Defensively, the Seahawks have the most quarterback pressures, 147, by a team through 9 games since ESPN began tracking pressures in 2009. They're top 10 in yards allowed, top 10 in points allowed, sacks, and takeaways. They'd be number 1 in the NFC playoffs if the postseason started today, and they're tied with the Lions for the shortest odds to win the conference. The Seattle Seahawks, number 1 in my power rankings. So there's the list. Seattle Seahawks, number 1. LA Rams, number 2. New England Patriots, number 3. Philadelphia Eagles, number 4. Indianapolis Colts, number 5. Smalls, you are my accountability partner. We will get to your objections and omissions on the other side of the break.
Smalls' objections and omissions, as well as 1 in, 1 out off the power rankings from you guys at 888-SAY-ESPN. That's 888-729-3776. And the Dr. Pepper call-in line, as CC mentioned, Seattle, the Rams, the Patriots, the Eagles, and the Colts. That's his top 5. 1 team out, 1 team in. Who are you picking at 888-SAY-ESPN? Your phone calls next. We're on Sportsmanlike, presented by